Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh. Today we are checking out an interview from MSN, this Idiot the Broadband. I'm off today, which is pretty sweet. I'm going to be getting something to eat from my mom's house later on, so that's pretty awesome too. So I look forward to checking out some Carl stuff, get my spirits up before I head out. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man.
Hi guys, it's so lovely to speak to you.
Oh, thanks for coming.
I have to say, why are you doing this again, Carl? Why?
No, don't make it look.
No, one,
done me a favour.
total honesty, money.
Yeah.
I've got to pay my bills.
Yeah.
And the second one is you.
Oh, thanks.
If you, I tried to get him not to do it. Because
He tried to make it look like Warwick didn't want to do it, but I was talking to Warwick behind his back and what was going, I'd love to do it.
But he hadn't done one. And I was thinking, you hear about all these things about these sort of programmes where, they say you're staying in a tent, but you're staying in a Holiday Inn. No, Warwick, we don't. We're in the middle of nowhere. I don't want you sort of looking like I'm picking on him.
Did you warn him? Did you say, look,
I told him, I said, it's not good. I said, everybody goes, oh, you must be so lucky you see in the world. But a lot of it's horrible. A lot of the world is horrible.
But he thought me and Warwick were being naive, right? But really, me and Warwick were going, no, we know what it's like, but we also know Warwick can cope with it. And he thought we were being stupid to go, no. Yeah, but when we first did it, he was saying things like...
films where you get, what's that word?
Pampered?
If you want.
What was the word were you thinking of?
Something about... No, I'm not even going to have a go at it. No, I can't remember. And that's the world you're used to.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't like that, is it?
Do you know what he
Hang
said
on.
to me when he said, what's going to happen if he falls down a hole? Why would that come into your head? Why would he fall down a hole? Have you ever fallen down a hole?
Never fallen down.
Because he hasn't been to some of the
Yeah,
places I've been to.
There's a lot of holes in the places you've been to, are there?
Yeah, the roads are bad.
Why am I walking around roads that have got holes in?
And exactly, and then that's what you say, and then that's on film, and then it happens. Casualty's based on that, innit? They're all having fun at the beginning, and they go,
Like that
imagine falling down
documentary.
a hole, and then it happens.
Okay.
And that's what worried me.
I'd love an episode of Casual that starts with, oh yeah, it's my mate, he's just taking a dwarf on holiday. He's what?
You can see it coming.
The thing is, we're lucky.
What were you doing taking a dwarf on holiday, Mr. Pilkington?
He's all right laughing now. But it could have happened, and I would have said, I told him that this would happen, and you'd be going, oh no, we didn't listen.
Jesus Christ. It's like a Primark sale.
He said if he did it again, he'd want some company this time. He meant me, but I've sent someone in my place.
Grab hold of that. I can't see it.
They're like chalk and cheese. Carl whinges all the time.
It's doing me head in. He's treating it like a holiday.
He says he doesn't want adventure, he doesn't want stress.
I'm just not a good swimmer.
Once you're in, it'll be fine.
I tell you what, I honestly cared for him. Sometimes. Especially when, someone asked the question about, how were you treated and stuff, and a lot of people stare, and all that, like, with you being small, and it annoyed me. I stared at them. I was like, what are you staring at? It's my mate you're staring at.
Yeah.
They were staring at him because he's in stalls.
You see, and I said that to him when we were in Macedonia. I said, they're staring at you, didn't that get on your nerves? And you said, well, it's the films. And I was like, it's not the films. They haven't seen it. And if they had, they didn't know it was you. You had that bear head on. But yeah, I did. I felt protective of him.
But did you sort of think to yourself this time, okay, I'm taking toilet tissue, I'm taking Chris, did you warn him? Did you really,
I did tell you
warn
that,
him?
and you brought some biscuits, didn't you? Some chocolate biscuits that we didn't really have in the end.
No, they all melted. I've packed my suitcase with them. In India, they went into one solid tube of biscuit. I had to chuck them away. Toilet roll. I provided toilet roll for you when we were out and about. Didn't
Honestly, some of you can't get used to some of the toilets. I mean, you won't be able to use this, but remember that one at that airport?
Yeah.
Airports, that's when I go, if I'm going to empty myself, that's when I'm going to do it, because airports, a lot of tourists, they've got to be good, haven't they? Of all the places where the toilets are going to be. And was it Calcutta or something we landed in? And I was ill, it was the start of an illness, and I went, oh God, I've got to go to the toilet. And I went in there, and it was disgusting, right? I went to the toilet, I thought, I've really got to go. Banged open a door, it's all over the place, it's on the floor, and I walked out like, I'm not using this, and they had about 7 workers in there, fellas, and they went, money. Now the thing is, most of the time you give these people money because they need the money, and if they've done the job, you're giving them money. But I went, you are having a laugh. Honestly.
It's like Judith Chalmers.
I wish you were here. Angry.
Well, let's go to the toilet. You are having a laugh.
It really annoyed me. I was ill. I thought it's the one opportunity to empty my bowels, and I get in there, and it was the way that he thought he had the right to ask for money.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he knew what I said, but I made sure my expression, I went, you having a laugh. And then I went out and I thought this is an opportunity for Warwick to get ill. And you went, he said,
He was obsessed with Warwick being ill. He was annoyed that Warwick wasn't ill. So that
no,
bit...
but the thing is, Warwick said, so what are the toilets like? And I went, they're all right. But you didn't go, did you?
No, I thought, no, it's too risky.
I kind of figured, like, I was like, I'm already preemptively laughing because I know he's going to say some shit about the dude asking for money. I was like, you're going to be pissed off.
You can use this on MSN. I'm not smart. I'm like you, Warwick. I will wait. I
managed to control all of that.
You can't, not when you're ill. You can't.
Did you wear a nappy ever?
I took some the first time I went.
Have you ever worn a nappy in your life?
And I've never. Did you say it's all right on MSN?
Yes.
I can safely say I've never shit myself. It's
Well
never
done.
happened.
No, I can say that as well. I can say that. I
nothing.
can say that. No, I haven't.
Have you?
Never.
Warwick never says no. He'll take on a challenge.
Elementary school.
Tease the camera. Now do a little bit from Oliver. Good.
It's not the night for this, is it? Warwick, you have to do it.
I'm not doing it.
You see, you covered yourself with home comforts. You had a nice room on a boat, and you had like pictures of your family up and everything.
Because I brought them with me. I remember he showed we were with some people
that
in
cost
Macedonia, right?
it's costing
a little
Sky money,
group of
every
people.
bit.
Hang on a minute, and I had a little album that my family had
Where's
made
that
to
costing
take
so
place.
money? It's
Everything
not like
costs
rocket
weight.
fuel. But it's not getting out of the atmosphere. You're allowed a certain amount of baggage.
I'm always told, don't pack too much. You know, you don't need to and everything. He's taking bloody
Can I
photo
just say, there's a little
albums.
photo album and some pictures of family. I was showing these travellers the pictures, right? What's he do? He gets a bit jealous then. He gets his phone out. What pictures did you have on your phone?
I'm not one for photographs.
What was on it?
I had one of my car.
And
A pigeon.
what?
Pigeon.
Why do you have a pigeon?
Because I downloaded something on my phone that makes pictures look good, and when I downloaded it, a pigeon landed on the table. And I thought I'll try it out on that, and they're the only pictures I had. People won't believe
Do you know how
that.
many pictures I've got on my phone?
Loads.
3,000.
And they're all of me.
But you go from the looks of the trailer that I saw. You eat some strange things and you travel far as well. So
Yeah, he had some strange things
It's very
because Carl was
strange.
trying to make him ill.
Yeah, that was why.
And that-
5,000 miles.
Yeah, he was annoyed that Warwick wasn't ill, despite the fact that he thought Warwick would be ill, slow him down, fall down a hole. Warwick was the only one that didn't get ill, so he started feeding him horrendous things, like...
Look,
The testicles, right? I think he ate
it's a
testicles.
big thing about travelling. With the cameraman, the sound man, if there's one thing we've got in the morning, you go, how's your bowels? It's a healthy thing, and it's good to talk about it, because it could be serious. It could be serious.
What could it be? What's the most
Because
serious
it's
of it?
serious.
What could it be?
The shits.
The shits.
don't
Well,
know.
Mr. Boogan, I've got some very bad news. You have the shits. What's going to
Oh
happen?
my God.
Nothing. We're just going to shit for a couple
So
of
it's
days.
important, but at the same time, it brings you together.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doing high fives. Well, that's not high five. Yeah.
It's a big thing, and I think I get on with the sound man because he got it a lot, and it's kind of like, oh, we've been ill together.
I love that. Imagine going to a dating agency. I'd like her to have gone through the shits at least once, so we've got something to bond over.
This isn't just
Bonding.
about the toilet thing though, because it's. I have
Do you
to
know
say,
what, though?
It's
Sick as
it's
well.
one of your best ones, isn't it? Do you think?
This
What,
is
the-
the
This
best
third one?
series so far, I think. As I say, it's the most filmic so far.
I didn't know at the time. I was thinking. I mean, the amount of things that are in it, and I just was sort of going, what a waste of time that was. I didn't learn anything in that.
Yeah, you did
That's
say that.
boring. There's a few things, and yet they've ended up in it. And now I watch it and I go, actually, that's quite interesting. And I didn't notice how we were getting on because it was over 5 weeks.
Well, that was the important thing as well. It wasn't just a literal journey; it was an emotional journey, and that's what's really nice and interesting about it as well. It's great because it's so unwhitewashed. You know, he's got no filter. He says what he means. It's everything's real. But their relationship is quite fascinating as well, and it's very, very real. And it goes through a lot, doesn't it? It goes through some excruciating stuff, and but it comes out nice.
They're going to have the adventure of their lifetime, whether they like it or not.
Whoa.
right, man. That was a decent interview. I'm like, I forgot which one it was. Oh, this one right here. I was just about to say it. This one right here was. There weren't a lot of funny moments, and the guy just didn't seem to ask too many good questions. But honestly, with their interviews, I was kind of blaming the guy, but I don't think I really can, because whenever I'm watching the interviews, they kind of just lead it themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they just kind of fill enough of the like all the gaps and stuff like that with just like, you know, funny stuff and information. The interviewer doesn't really have to ask too many questions. So maybe I don't know why this one just wasn't as funny as the other ones. Maybe they just didn't feel like doing it. I don't know what it was, but this one just didn't come off as funny as the other stuff I watched. And I think maybe because I'm trying to remember what I said. Like, I'm trying to remember it. Oh, I remember, like, Carl it felt like he was filtering himself. Like, he didn't want to talk or something. Like, he would just say a few things, if I'm remembering correctly. So I like this one a lot more because, like, you know, Carl talked a lot. He was pissed off. I preemptively laughed because I knew when he said the guy handed out his hand, like, for some money, like, I know Carl probably fucking flipped out. Man, I love the Idiot Abroad, man. I love that entire experience. I thought it was fantastic. I really like how, like you said, Carl's unfiltered, and he doesn't treat anybody differently based on, like you know, who they are, whether he's short, tall, fat, whatever it is. And of course, he talks shit about Steve, or he talks shit about Warwick. But a lot of people will look at your differences and then tiptoe around you, and Carl doesn't do that. I like that. No matter if you like you're short, like I said, short, tall, black, white, whatever, he just seems to just be comfortable to call you out on like your bullshit. Oh yeah, bullshit. And just says what he feels all the time, man. It's just refreshing. I definitely want to continue to check out more Carl stuff, man. I appreciate you guys sending more and more recommendations. And yeah, the hardest part about like checking out some of the stuff you guys do recommend is, of course, whenever I see something like, I'm not as concerned about this one because I think somebody else, like, it may have originally aired on Sky, but what do you call Little Dot Media manages it, like the Idiot Abroad stuff, and the I forgot what the other one is. And the Ricky Gervais show is managed by, I forgot what that company is called. It's like, I forgot what that one's called, but it's not Sky. So I'm pretty confident because this was aired on MSN, and then the clips they use were the same clips from you react to Idiot Abroad, and those are Little Dot Studio. I'm pretty confident that it'll upload. But sometimes you guys recommend stuff that I don't see any other sources for, and it looks like it's just Sky. And if you guys remember, Sky is the company that gave me a copyright strike. So that really, anytime I see Sky on anything, I steer away from it. Because they don't block it, they don't take the revenue. Because, like I tell you guys, a majority of my stuff is claimed. Copyright claims, that means they take the money for the video. Sky doesn't want any of that stuff, man. They strike you. And I got a strike from Sky. So I don't want another one. So sometimes you guys recommend stuff to me, and it's from Sky, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. Or it's really long, and I don't really see how I can react to, like, it's like 2 hours. And I guess I can, like the Steve and Carl insults, or you guys send me like the Rockbusters and like, or like a Rockbuster compilation, and some of those like 2 hours. So, and sometimes, like, you know, with podcast stuff, there's all this stuff that kind of leads up into like a funny moment, and without all the stuff and all the talking and bickering, it kind of ruins it. So sometimes it's not the easiest thing to clip up, and the longer it is, the better chance it gets of getting you know, blocked. So that's only this really slowed me down a little bit from some of the Carl stuff. I know you guys sent me some, I think Derek outtakes. I think it was a Derek. I think this one of the ones that was blocked now too. And a couple of Ricky Gervais clips I had where actually somebody came to my, no, not somebody, whatever company, digital company runs the license, came to my channel and like manually blocked like 3 things. Kind of like that breakdown of like the Carl Pilkington science ones, how I had to clip them into like 8 different clips. And they upload it, and then a week later they came and manually blocked like 5 of the videos, I believe it is. So now there's only like 4 left or 3 left. I don't remember. I can't remember exactly how many they are, but every day I wake up to email where if the video wasn't claimed at first, it's claimed now. Like I said, majority of my videos get claimed. Or I wake up to an email or multiple emails of stuff that was manually blocked from manual review. So if you guys ever see videos disappear from my channel, or if you ever ask for requests and something you seem like you see everybody's asking for it or liking or what have you, usually it's because it got blocked, and my only other place I can put it is on Dailymotion for you guys to get it, and Dailymotion is a complete safe haven. I've got copyright takedowns from there too. So there's some that I would just never see the light of day because of that. Because I've got copyright takedown notices on Dailymotion, and it gets blocked here on YouTube. So Maybe I should just start a list. And here's the deal: the reason I was hesitant to start one because it's not going to reach everybody, so it's not going to stop the requests from coming in. It may help a little bit, like if I put one on like the community tab, but not that much, to be honest, to tell you the truth. I guess that's it, man. Hopefully you guys are having a great Sunday, man. Like I said, I definitely look forward to checking out more Carl Pilkington stuff. Hopefully, if it's stuff from Sky, I would definitely skip over it. Sorry about that. And maybe I should start a list or something so you guys would just know. And maybe I can pin it in the comment section of the stuff that's either been blocked or by Sky Network or what have you, so you won't think that I'm just ignoring your requests. I always try to get something up. Even if I did like the Mighty Boosh. You guys kept asking for the Mighty Boosh, and I'm like, and like I finally got around to checking it out, and then boom, blocked. And same thing with Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf was coming in, and even though you guys request a lot, doesn't mean like I'm not ignoring it. There's like other requests I try to get to first because it may have flooded in, but it usually floods in under like a different video after I already have these other requests. And then I finally got around to Red Dwarf. It stayed on my channel for I think a month. It got to like 30,000 views. They were already claiming the revenue. And then they just showed up and blocked it. I'm like, all right. So I tried to do an edited down version of it. I uploaded that and then posted and put one on Dailymotion. And Dailymotion gave me a copyright takedown notice for the Red Dwarf. So that's why you don't see any Red Dwarf. And the Mighty Boosh. So far, it's still on Dailymotion. I've got a takedown, but I had the I tried uploading it without sound, and then they got like the visual recommendation. So I did recognition. So I pixelated it and muted it just to get the Mighty Boosh to go up, just so you guys can know it's on Dailymotion. So hopefully there's no copyright takedown notice for that. But the Mighty Boosh is another one of those shows that is going to be near impossible to react to, and it's one of those things that just end up being like a Patreon exclusive if I ever if it gets like voted up the list from the votes we do on Patreon, just because of how restricted they are. So I know a lot of people ask me, like, why don't I get the episode stuff out a lot sooner on YouTube, like the IT crowd and all that jazz. Some YouTubers don't have problems with it. I do. I've had problems with it. I know some people mute their stuff and all that jazz. That's always the last thing I want to do, just because I feel like it just, like I said, a lot of people watch some mobile devices, and they don't want to leave the app they're in to go to another app to watch something. In most cases, I doubt most people even have Dailymotion on their phone too. So it just adds that much more, like, it just makes it that much more inconvenient. So I try to get it up in the best form I can. You know what I mean? I just try to do the best I can with it. And yeah, and I said some people have had success with shows I'm reacting to, but their success is inconsistent. Where like one episode to get claimed, but it'll let you put it up there. One episode to get partially blocked. One episode to get fully blocked. Like, it's just inconsistent. Like if you go, I guess a good example is like look up like a show like Reactions to In-Betweeners, and you'll see some videos people will be able to just react to the whole thing. Next video is muted. Next video is faded out and muted. It depends on, like, it's inconsistent when it comes to the copyright stuff. It can up and down. So yeah, I try to answer a lot of those questions, because a lot of it tends to pop up a decent amount in regards to like why I'm not getting to certain shows. Why is this edited down? Why is this a pixelation on this? Why is this muted? Why did you react? Like, why did you do this one and then have an issue with this, but you had an issue with that one? Why is this IT crowd episode? Why did you edit it down only 18 minutes, but next we added down to 12 minutes? It's because the copyright system is inconsistent. That's why. I try to edit it down the least amount as possible to not ruin the experience. That's why. And sometimes it'll go up with 20 minutes and it'll detect, like I upload it with 22 minutes, it'll detect 2 minutes. I go through and remove that 2 minutes, upload it again. Then it detects something at the beginning of the clip. I edit that out, upload it again, and now I'm good. And then 2 weeks later, they come and block it. And then sometimes I edit it and it gets to the point where it's down to 12 minutes and it finally lets me upload it. And then sometimes it gets blocked later on, sometimes it doesn't. So it's just all the inconsistencies. Just want to answer some of those questions now, whoever made it this far. If you're curious. Maybe I should make a separate video on this. I don't know. Because I just get those questions a lot, so I don't know. Just want to answer some of them. This video's too long. Alright guys, that is all for this one, man. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.